Hey everybody, TBC here. Luclin is live and kicking on the Oakwynd server now. It's been a blast these last few days, especially with the bonus that we've had and so much raid loot dropping. It actually feels like how raiding really should be. 2 times, 3 times of normal. It cuts out on a lot of the more drama with guilds, and it kind of makes it more fun because it's more rewards for everybody. But today I wanted to bring you a video about how I made 100k plat per hour. Yeah, per hour during Luclin. I've done very well with this particular camp. It served me really well. So I figured it's time to show you all where it is and how you can go about getting that plat. Now, caveat as always, there might be other better, faster camps you can go to get plat, and I wasn't exactly like AoEing or anything like that. It was just kind of me and my very bad bots crew soloing away, but there's really no reason why you can't do this in a 2 or 3 box. But before I get into the video, just want to give a huge shout out to our channel members. Thank you so much for your continued support. It very much is appreciated. If anyone's interested in becoming a member, button is down below, and of course appreciate anyone that could like the video and leave any comments down below, maybe where you go to get plat during Luclin. Now let's get into the video. So located off Grimling Forest is the Acrylia Caverns. Now the tunnels to get down here is full of like low level mobs, some of them see invis, so just run all the way to the zone line and you will be fine. Now when you get to Acrylia, you start off into like this tunnel system, and down there's where the burrow is, but what we want to do is head to the teleporter to get to like the inner castle bit. And there is a lot of mobs on here. You can mostly see invis anyway, past a lot of these mobs. Up, you get the door, and if you're in Viz, you are good at least till this corner. Do not train, the mobs will follow you through the teleporter. They don't leash or anything, they will follow, and you'll see that there's some undead here, so you'll probably want to just kill from here. There's not that many of mobs as the ones up there. These two will typically always aggro. And we click in here, up the stairs, and this is it. This is the teleporter, what we want to click. And now on the map, if you were to look on the map, you're in this room right here. The port up is not safe. Make sure you're either clicking invis or ready to fight, because there are roamers. And this is where I come to make my plat. Now these mobs, these gremlins, they don't actually drop any plat whatsoever. No. They don't use plat, it's not their money system. What they do instead drop is a whole bunch of runes that look like this, and they sell usually for 4 or 5 plat each, and they drop multiple at a time, so you want to make sure you're saving those. They stack up to 20, not too bad. Also they can have some weapons, and they're especially good. You think, oh, they're trash weapons and just leave them on the cost. No, don't do that, because they actually sell for 120 plat each. I'm seeing I can find a gremlin that's holding a weapon, but they are kind of rare. And what you'll see on Oakwynd won't be anywhere near the same kind of amount of mobs here. This is a server that's a bit later. Here's one holding a weapon, unless it's not defiant. Nope, there we go. So it's these things. So they look terrible, they are terrible, but yeah, they sell for about 120 plat. So what we're looking for when we want to come here for the money. Oh, and here's one of the mobs that we're actually looking for. And why are we looking for a Ringling High Priest? Well, he drops this contraption, which is pretty nice. And if we swap on over on to live to see what it's selling for right now on the bazaar, so the Gremlin contraction is probably the weakest one from the drops, and that's going, you can get about 1500. I was getting about 3 on that. Obviously things are going down a little bit with how much is dropping there. So yeah, you'll get a couple of K if you get the face piece, but this is the piece that really can bring in a little bit more. You'll get like 15, 18K, 20K, 25K plat for this item. It can go in your range because it's a really good range piece for any kind of healer for cleric, druid, shaman. High wisdom, HP, mana, it's the perfect item to fit there, and a little alteration boost as well as the skill modifier. So this is the item that you're looking for from the High Priest. So the compass is the higher value one. I was selling these for about 18K. There you go. There's one, the other one's 29,000. These are really good item. Another one that we're looking for as well is the Gremlin Warlord, who you're finding right at the kind of back in this room where the steps lead down to Catty's area. That's a Gremlin Warlord. And what you'll be looking for from the Warlord is the black acrylic gauntlets, which again a nice item for a box or an all or for any kind of new character. There's a nice little handpiece, and for those black acrylic gauntlets you're looking at 12K. There's only one on sale right now for 12K. And then we have a Gremlin Arcanist, and what he drops, there's the great sword, which isn't very good, and there's the blade, which is a little bit better actually. That will actually see some use. It's got a decent ratio on it, especially for a low level character. Over on the bazaar, we'll have a quick look, and you'll see the blackened acryla, the great sword, a lot of rubbish, like 900 plat, but you'll get 3, 4, 5 for the blade, the blackened acryla blade. And then what you want to do is come down here under here at the back. The Gremlin Archsage spawns right here in this spot, and what the Archsage can drop is this nice little shield. It's actually not a bad shield, to be honest, and again it's for casters of all variety. Reduces regions consumed, so that could be particularly useful for things like DA, so you don't have to cast a region. You get a chance of not using a region when casting DA on someone to save those gems, and that's not a bad little shield whatsoever. You'll see you'll get another 8-9K just for that. So you see, especially on Oakwynd, where some of these mobs will have the chance to drop more, so you get 2 compasses, for example, and straight away that's a chrono, and without even having to do anything, that's at least going to net you 50K there or thereabouts, which is the price of a chrono. So in 1 hour here, you can quickly hit 100K. Now obviously I've had the advantage of having a bonus when I've been here, and that has certainly helped the extra life bonus that's been ongoing for the last week. I had 4 compasses drop at one stage, and I sold every single one of those like almost instantly when I put them on the bazaar, and I've certainly stocked up my chronos from this camp. Again, don't drop anything, loot it all those rooms sell for decent plat and those trash swords, so make sure your bags are empty before going there. Alright, if you've watched this far in the video, there's one more little extra secret I want to let you know about, and I couldn't believe this when I heard about it and when I tried it. And if you're here and you've done the sage and you come in here and sat down, she won't be standing, but sat down is Spiritist Kama Rezen, a Vashia. Look at that, that's a Vashia for you. Is up, you can start the Kad Sha event. Now, we're not going to be killing Kad Sha with one group. Forget it, that's never going to happen. Nor are we going to be killing the Water of Life that spawns down here. But what we want to do is trigger the script, and how we trigger the script is see if she responds to hails. You go through that. We're ready to begin the spell. So there we go, begin our spell. There you go, she's off. So you see she's beginning to chant. And you come up, ignore that foreman, he won't be there, and you see the Warder of Death is here, and he's killable right from the go. Now, how this should work is every 20 seconds he should spawn an NPC, a little tiny NPC, makes its way up here and to the sacrificial cauldron. And if they make it, he gets a complete heal, right? So it makes the event like he's stopping those, mezzing them, killing them, and then whittling him down. But it's bugged, it doesn't work. So he doesn't spawn any of those minions, so it just becomes a tank and spank. And if you get a slow on him, he's super easy, and I mean really easy. I was able to one group it, no problem whatsoever, as long as you get that slow on, because until then he chunks, so having a warrior with defensive to kind of mitigate that at the start can certainly help. But you're doing a raid mob literally by yourself, and now his loot is really good. The Warder of Death has a few different items. So firstly, he drops this bad boy, the Bone Ring of the Death Ward. Affliction efficiency 4, so reduces the cost of long-term detrimental spells by up to 25%, and that works all the way through Planes of Power. So that's a very sore item for Necros. It's in fact a must-have going into Planes of Power to have this already. You're reducing mana, which means you can cast more dots, which means more twitches to clerics. It's no drop. No trade, so you have to get someone here to loot it. I was able to do that. Pro tip, do not cough in this zone. Bad things happen. Don't even try it. You do get a hero, a Gremlin hero, but it's a severe undercon. It absolutely hurts. Do not use cough. A Necro will be able to come here, feign death in their way to you. Any Necro really should be able to do that. And if you just sell the loot right, you can get a few chrono for that, and I certainly did. He can drop some pauldrons as well, the Death Guard's pauldrons. Again, no trades. If you get them, you need someone here to loot them. I took these for myself, a little bit of a nice shoulder item, to be honest. The Gloves of the Death Ward, again, nice hand item for this era from a raid boss like this guy. You'll be able to sell them. Obviously, the difficulty with this is getting someone here to sell them, so you usually are offering them a little bit of a discount, especially when you're not in a DZ and say the path's clear, and you can't cough. So anyone you're selling to needs to make their own way here. The longbow of the Gremlins as well. That's a nice longbow. The Orb of Death, not bad for a range item. Another mana regen item. It's got a bit of HP, bit of mana, and some resists. Not a bad little item. And finally on his loot table is the Trinket of Death, which is again a nice range item for a melee character, but it's the ring that you want. That's the high value item. You will be able to sell that, but I do think that it's fairly rare from his loot table, and certainly we've had the bonus loot this week. But yeah, that's a really nice item if you get it in chrono. But this is a huge secret, that he is one groupable, that you can spawn him as long as the Spiritist is up downstairs. You can spawn it. Doesn't matter about the rest of the event, doesn't matter about the Warder downstairs. You don't touch them. We're just here to kill the Warder of Death. Just make sure you get a slow in. So there you have it. That's one of my favorite camps to go to make some platinum. A lot of people don't tend to be coming here, that I've noticed on Oakwynd so far, and this used to be a popular spot. Everyone used to have to come here to get a lucid shard, but that doesn't matter anymore. You can get it from any mob in the zone. I got like probably seen about 100 of them honestly in the last 2 days, and I got mine like literally off the first mob at the zone line, so people don't have to come to this area. And a lot of people don't like coming here because of, say, the restrictions to cough. But wow, if you come here, you get this camp open to yourself, you're going to be making some very, very quick plat. Like I said, when I was on point, I was getting about 100k an hour by the time I got my items, got them back, got them onto the vendor, and sold about 100k an hour, which by the Oakwynd prices right now is 2 krona, which certainly isn't bad. But again, your mileage may vary. This was during the huge bonus event, but I think this camp will still hold up and is a really good one to come to make some plat. So there's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Plenty more Luclin videos to come. Certainly now, as you can see, I've got my Emp horse. Yeah, we got picked up an Emp horse from our first kill. Not the black horse that I wanted, but you know, white's good enough. So very fast horse now, which is great. And that's fine. Emp's down, so VT key's done. So we are heading into the next file. If you're interested and you're on Pacific time raiding, then the link for our Discord is down below. Other than that, I'm the Brick Canuck, and I hope that you have a fantastic day.